Our topic today is Starship. Starship is a rocket made by SpaceX. Starship is the largest rocket ever built, with a height of 121 meters and a mass of 5,000 tons. Starship is still a prototype. It is being tested by SpaceX. Starship consists of two stages, the Super Heavy booster and the Starship spacecraft. One of Starship's goals is to be fully reusable. In the past, when any rocket stage runs out of fuel, it will get discarded. These discarded stages either crashed into the ocean or burnt up in the atmosphere. But in 1981 the Space Shuttle was made, which was able to re-enter Earth's atmosphere without burning up. It was able to land on the Earth to be used again. But the Space Shuttle was not fully reusable. For example, the orange fuel tank burnt up in the atmosphere. The Space Shuttle was retired in 2011 and is not being used today. Now the Falcon rocket boosters can land themselves in order to be reused. But the Falcon rockets are not fully reusable. This is because their upper stage burns up in the atmosphere. But Starship being fully reusable would mean that every part of Starship can return to Earth and be used again. Now let's speak about Starship's stages independently, the Super Heavy booster and the Starship spacecraft. First, the Super Heavy booster. It has a height of about 71 meters and it is the largest and most powerful rocket stage to ever fly. The Super Heavy booster blasts off using 33 Raptor engines. The Super Heavy booster separates from Starship a few minutes after liftoff. The Super Heavy booster then returns to the ground to be caught by a launch tower with robotic arms. This launch tower is known as Mechazilla. But because Starship is still a prototype, as of the release date of this video, the Super Heavy booster was caught by Mechazilla only once. Now, let's talk about the Starship spacecraft. The Starship spacecraft is 50 meters high, however its height might be increased in the future. Starship is propelled by 6 Raptor engines. 3 of them are designed to be used in a vacuum. Starship can carry a huge amount of cargo to low Earth orbit. The Starship spacecraft is planned to be capable of placing 100 tons of cargo in low Earth orbit. But for Starship to reach further destinations like the Moon or Mars, it needs something known as orbital refueling. Which means that Starship will need other starships to refuel it when it's in orbit around the Earth. After Starship's mission is complete, Starship will use its heat shield to return back to Earth. The Starship spacecraft is also supposed to be caught by Mechazilla for reusability. But as Starship is still a prototype, as of the release date of this video, this has never been done before. As of the release date of this video, 5 integrated flight tests have been conducted. An integrated flight test can also be called IFT for short. The first integrated flight test, or IFT-1, happened on April 20, 2023. This was the first time Starship lifted off the pad. However, SpaceX lost control of the Starship and it exploded before restaging. After IFT-1, IFT-2 launched on November 18, 2023. On IFT-2, the Starship and the Super Heavy booster successfully separated. However, on IFT-2, the Super Heavy booster exploded after restaging, while the Starship spacecraft exploded after reaching space. IFT-3 was launched on the 14th of March 2024. The Starship and the Super Heavy booster separated successfully. On IFT-3, the booster returned back to the Earth, but it exploded before impacting the ocean, while the Starship spacecraft reached its desired orbit. After completing its orbit, the Starship spacecraft re-entered the atmosphere, but it burnt up. IFT-4 launched on June 6, 2024. On IFT-4, the booster successfully impacted the ocean. The Starship spacecraft also successfully survived re-entry and impacted the ocean. And on October 13, 2024, IFT-5 was launched. On IFT-5, the Super Heavy booster successfully returned to the launch tower. IFT-6 is expected to launch on November 18, 2024. Starship was originally made to send crewed missions to Mars. A modified version of Starship known as Starship HLS or Human Landing System will be used on the Artemis program. This will be the first manned moon landing since 1972. Starship's development is divided into blocks. Until now, all integrated flight tests were conducted using Block 1 Starships, but on IFT-7, a Block 2 Starship will be used. Starship uses a combination of liquid methane and liquid oxygen as fuel. And that's the end of the video. Bye, see you next time.